Exciting.
Where I am now, I'm in a special place of tender warm embrace. Where I am now. Where I am now, I'm better than before. I'm through those open doors. Where I am now, where I am now, I'm in a special place of tender warm embrace. Where I am now.
Good morning. What a beautiful day it is. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Hi, I'm Yolanda Hinton, host of FYI Morning Show Live. It's good to be here. I want to welcome our viewers, our listeners, Facebook Live, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Make sure you all like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channels. As a matter of fact, if you can, go over to YouTube right now to the newest channel. It's FYI Radio Show, host Yolanda Hinton. You can always go to Crystal Records One, CRISTO Records One. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, follow, and I'll follow you back. In a minute, we're going to get a chance to shout out those that are over here on TikTok. You all are up here. You all are up and popping, as a matter of fact. And we're going to be with you all in a little while. I just want to mention our sponsors, and then we're going to introduce our special guest. We want you all to visit www.bulvicacademy.com. That's BULVIC Academy.com. Go up there, let them know that, hey, you heard about it on FYI Morning Show. There are a lot of wonderful things for our community, for families, for children, students. It's an anti-bullying initiative. There are books, there are games, there are all kinds of things. There are blogs for our parents. Please visit www.bulvicacademy.com. Also, Beard Gods. Look, Father's Day is coming up. You all want some great gifts for your daddy or for your husband or for your boo or whoever. As long as you go to www.beardgods, that's BEARDGODZ.com. Get up there and check out the all the hair products, beard products, balms, vitamins. You got hoodies, hat, all kind of things. And we would love for you all to go there and see what you can get, and make sure you get something special for yourself and your loved ones. You know, this is FYI Wednesday segment. It's inspiration, motivational Wednesday. And I have a very special guest, up close and personal interview with Miss Shoshana Withers. She's an actress, filmmaker, photographer, and creative storyteller with a passion for inspiring others through authenticity, resilience, and art. Isn't that what? Oh, I love that. I love that. Good morning, Shoshana. How are you?
Good morning, Yolanda. Thanks for having me on. I'm doing great. It is a beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day, and you actually hail from where?
So I hail from New York, New Jersey, but I grew up in North Carolina, which is where I am right now.
Is that right?
Yep.
Now, you like me. I was born in Brooklyn, New York, but
Oh.
I'm here in Virginia. Been here for a lot of years. My father was in a very tragic accident in New York years ago, and my mother had to move me and my six siblings down south. And so, yes, but how do you like New York as opposed to the country?
Oh, that's a good question. New York is great for making money, having a creative career that is flourishing. And if you're, at an age where you're hustling, you can work 3 jobs, and you're exploring yourself and who you are, trying to find who you are. I feel like New York did all of that for me. But for raising a family and a calmer life, a slower paced life, and being one with nature and things like that. I think the South is really just known for that. A lot of people who have families are moving down south. I mean, that's what my mom did when I was about 6 years old. We moved down south. So I did that too for my son.
Absolutely. And speaking of your son, I see the crib back there. Tell us about you as a mother.
Oh man. Well, I became a mom at 43. I I waited a long time. I focused on my career, and then I just made the decision, I want to be a mom. I want to be a mom, and I want to raise a child and have a family. And I was blessed by given that. It was manifested as soon as I said, I'm done living this life up here in New York, this fast paced life. I think I know who I am, and I feel ready to slow down. And it happened for me. And now I've been raising this beautiful boy, Phoenix
Oh,
Cruz Withers. He
yes.
is so sweet. He's the sweetest little boy. And he was born at 29 weeks. I ended up having preeclampsia and I almost
Yes.
died.
Oh,
So
wow.
they were like, we got to get this baby out. We got to get him out. And that's the only way to cure preeclampsia in women. And
Yes.
so I had him at 29 weeks, and he is over 4 months old, and he's flourishing. Thank you to the Wake Med Raleigh NICU. They are amazing humans, nurses. I mean, hundreds of nurses work there in the NICU, and they all did their part of making sure he survived and grew. And I went every day to see him.
Yeah.
74 days I drove out there to see him, and he's just the light of my life, and I'm
How much
excited.
how much did he weigh?
He was 2 pounds, 10
Oh,
ounces.
good. He was a big boy for a preemie at
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
Very good. Tell us a
Mhm.
little bit about of how you handled the fact that you had waited for a minute to have a child, and then having to go through that. What was it like for you?
It People told me it was going to be hard. And I was like, no. And they're like, the longer you wait, the harder it's going to be. And even my mom warned me, like, you're getting that age. And I'm like, out when I'm ready. And it was really, really tough. And always spiritually, physically, mentally. The physical part was the worst. I
Yeah.
also had a fibroid that grew to be the size of a football, and
Oh my.
fighting for space and fighting for blood, taking the blood from my uterus. So it was rough physically, but I had a great group of friends in New York who stood by me. And when I moved down here, my mom, my aunt, and my family down here, honestly, have just been great.
Absolutely. It's really, that's a beautiful, beautiful story. So many women want children, and for you to be able to say, "Look, this is the life that I want. I'm going to leave certain things and concentrate on it." And you got your gift, and to me, it sounds like you are absolutely loving motherhood.
Oh, it's so great. It's so great. I can't stop looking at him. I can't stop.
Yes.
I stare at him consistently. And I know my mom is weirded out by it because I'm like, sit and I just stare at him. I'm like, this came out of me. Like I
Absolutely.
made it. It's not gonna help, obviously, but this was this is my little human, and I'm going to teach him to be a good human and teach him, and I see his milestones every couple weeks. There's milestones, and I'm like, he smiled at me this morning, and he was goo goo gaga, and I'm like,
He
it's
is
real.
on his way. He is on his way, and that is absolutely beautiful. Let's talk about you a little bit more in your journey. It includes acting, writing, directing, and developing original film projects that focus on emotional storytelling, romance, family dynamics, and empowering women to chase their dreams
Yes.
despite of obstacles. Tell us what it's like to be in the entertainment world, and also we would love for you to tell us about your studio, Evermore Studios LLC.
Yes, thank you. So the entertainment industry, I have been in it since I started college in University of North Carolina in Wilmington and studied and also worked on shows like Dawson's Creek, One Tree Hill, and several commercials, some reality TV. I worked in production, and I also studied acting, and then moved to New York. And I've been doing this for 25 years, about 25, well, 20 to 25 years. And
What made you go into that field?
well, my
Anyway.
grandmother was a rockette in New York. My family's from Manhattan. Like,
Oh my
family
goodness.
are immigrants that came over to and were part of the entertainment world that came up. My great grandfather was a burlesque vaudeville choreographer,
Yes.
and
Oh
he
wow.
he worked with many shows. And I mean, Gypsy Rose Lee. I know you've
Oh
probably heard of her.
yes.
And I've always been a dancer. My grandmother had me at 2 years old in dance school in New Jersey. She had me tap, jazz, ballet. And then when I moved down to North Carolina, I stayed in dance class, and I was a dancer for 11 years.
Oh wow.
And then I started getting bullied and in school, and because I was so skinny. And then I told my mom, I'm like, I met a girl who was a model, and I said, Mommy, I'm skinny, and people make fun of me. Can I do this? Be pretty and skinny. Like, this is something I can do. And my mom put me in modeling school, John Casablancas and Barbizon in
Oh my
Rock.
goodness. Yes.
And I had a natural runway walk. And then I did some type of like a group thing where they had hundreds of girls come to audition for agencies. And I auditioned, and I got a call back from Ford Modeling Agency in New York.
Oh wow.
And I ended up going to New York when I was 19, and I spent the summer there doing college. And I walked around, and I interviewed at some of the biggest modeling agencies. And I got into modeling, and I've been modeling for 25 years. But it was also acting that was kind of included with the modeling. They kind of work together.
Yes.
So my mom said, you have to go to college. If you want to be a model, that's fine, but you got to go to college. And so do something. And acting was the closest. And I was always rambunctious and very like outgoing and putting on shows for people and doing impressions of people. And I like making people laugh. And like, I was always very outgoing. So it worked. It worked for me.
Great. And your company, your studio, tell us a little bit about that.
Yes. Evermore Studios LLC is a production company that I just started last year, but I've been producing films and acting and working in production for over 10 years, as including the degree that I got back in 2000. I produced 10 films and collaborated with students, not only students from my acting class that are based out in LA, but also people who are actors who wanted to be actors and wanted to be included and learn. So I kind of was mentoring newer actors in the New York area. And I was successful. 6 of the films are in film festivals and winning awards, and which is exciting.
Wow.
so cool. And I acted in all of them in some
Yes.
way. But yeah, I mean, I want to produce films that really change people's minds, make people think, and also I want to get women more involved. I want, this is such a man's world,
Yes.
both in the film industry and in here, but I want to get women more involved and telling stories because a lot of men are telling women's stories and I see it every day. I'm like, oh no, that wasn't right. That wasn't right at
Right.
all.
But
So
that
that's
was one of my questions, actually, Shoshana. I wanted to find out, how you would inspire women in the industry that is just men, like you said, men telling women's stories, men, actually, being there and their presence, it's known, understood, and they're there to stay. In the meantime, women need that spot as well. How do you, with what you do, inspire others?
Well, I hope my story in general inspires people, like what I've been through in my life and my resilience and how I just keep going. I don't want to get into too much private stuff, but I've hit rock bottom many times. And jump, I bounce right back up. And I think I would inspire women by getting them involved, putting them on set for the films that I produce,
Mhm.
uh, inspiring them to write to write their stories, write their feelings. Um, yeah, I think that's what I would start
Yes.
with. Start with those things.
Absolutely, definitely being an example of, things that can be accomplished in that industry. Let's talk about the industry a little bit, and let's talk about women in particular in entertainment and where they are now. A good place, still fighting. What do
Ooh,
you see as
oh,
far
that
as
is such
women?
a good question. um, I currently work a lot in the independent world. So
Ah,
the mainstream, it's it's getting better. I noticed that it's funny you're saying that. I watch TV a lot now because I have
yes.
a baby and I'm nursing, and I've been watching a lot of television and movies, and I see a lot more women names in the director of photography, producers, directors. I do see more of it, but I still do see movies and television where it's just man after, not that anything's wrong with men. I'm just saying,
Yes.
like, we're talking about along the lines of inspiring women to do more and be more involved. And so I think that it is evolving, it is getting better. And as the generations are growing up, I hope I inspire them to do that as well, to bring
Absolutely.
more women. And in New York, I mean, I was on sets where they were, asking and requesting women, more women.
Oh,
Like I
wow.
would get castings for production or acting, and they would say, we want a woman director, we want a woman producer, we want a woman camera woman, which I also do DP work as well. And so that's inspiring. So it is growing, and in the independent world definitely is better.
Oh,
Definitely,
wow.
both in LA and New York. I'm just now in North Carolina, and I'm kind of, new in North Carolina, and people are getting to know me, but I'm seeing it. I'm seeing a lot more women. My best friend just produced, wrote, and acted in her first Lifetime
Oh,
Hallmark that's going to be
what?
on Up TV. And
Oh,
she's an inspiration to many women as well as myself. And we're out there trying to get more women involved. Definitely. It's
absolutely. How do you feel about the recent protests? I think maybe a couple of years ago, it was very recent. Hollywood actors protesting, women in particular,
Me
protesting
too.
about pay,
Oh, yeah.
things like that. Did you kind of like look at that and say, I understand? What was
Yes.
that all about? I saw it all over the media wherein actors were saying, look, we're not getting our fair share.
Oh, yeah. So there we had we had the protest with SAG-AFTRA.
Yes.
And the union. I am in the union, so that did affect me. And we couldn't take any jobs
Oh
until
my.
we came up with some type of. But that was very much so about AI as well, not just women and fair pay, but also AI, which is a whole new story with that. And yeah, a lot of that was relatable, and that was a lot of things came to a halt with that. And I did a lot of writing during
Yes.
that time, and I was waiting for the go before I could move forward with anything. But that was,
Wow.
I mean, I love that. I love people standing up and for what they
Absolutely.
believe in and what they deserve. And I feel like if you don't stand up for something and you don't believe in something, then what are you even doing? You're just kind of living for other people, going with the flow for other people. So yeah, thanks for bringing that up.
Absolutely. Do you feel like it's a sisterhood? I mean, do you ever feel as though, hey, ladies, we have to stick together? I mean, do you
Absolutely.
feel like that?
Absolutely. Not only in the industry, but when I
Uh-huh.
was pregnant, and when I was
Yes.
pregnant in New York, I can't even tell you that I have never felt so, and all kinds of women, young women, older women, children that are little girls. I felt so safe in New York more than I ever have, because people would see that I was pregnant, and more so women
Yes.
would get up for seats for me on the
Absolutely.
train. And and then in the industry, definitely, uh, we look out for each other. And I try when I was in New York, I tried to find jobs for my friends who were women and get them as much work as possible. And yeah, it's all interconnected. Definitely. I
Yes.
think women, we do kind of have like a sisterhood.
I like
Definitely
that.
in all things, in all things.
Yes. I really like that. Can you just give us a picture of what it takes to be a director, producer? I mean, I can't imagine that it's a little bit of work. I can imagine that you've got to dot every I, cross every T, pay attention to just everything. Tell us what it looks like in your world to produce a film.
You have, obviously you have this, you said 11 years, right?
Yes,
Podcast and
in
your radio
radio,
show.
yes,
I
uh-huh.
mean, it takes consistency, it takes guts, it takes stamina, it takes not giving up. It takes, when you fail, saying, I'm not gonna quit. It
Yes.
takes, yeah, there's this like thing in you that you just got to keep doing it. And a lot of people who become successful, those are the people, they have that in them, that consistency, that guts, that I'm going to keep doing this. And you also have to be able to take rejection.
Oh, wow.
I've been
Yes.
taking rejection for 20 years. Being an actor, I've been taking rejection for 20 years. So I'm not scared of anything. Like I've had,
How did you handle it? I mean, from the when you first started and the rejection, you had to experience that. Was
yeah.
it devastating, or how
Oh,
did you get back up once got over that hurdle?
yes. It's a hit to the ego. It's a hit
Yes.
to the ego. And in the beginning, I was a model. So in the modeling world, if you're successful, then you're pretty, right? And so
Yes.
in the acting world, it's not all about being pretty. It's about being talented. It's about being
Okay.
talented and easy to work with and all these other elements. And, and at first I was like, people were saying no, and I wasn't getting cast. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not
Mm.
good at it, right? You question yourself. But I feel like New York, to go back to that question you said about the difference between New York and North Carolina, I was very soft in North Carolina. When I moved to New York, I became very hard as
Oh,
far as like my shell. I got a very hard shell
yes.
and was able to, and tough skin, I think is what they call it,
Yes.
a thick skin. And so, when people say no, okay, your loss, your loss.
Yes.
Good luck to you. I hope you find what you're looking for, but I'm going to keep it moving. And so that's why I started Evermore Studios, was because I wanted to make my own content.
Yes.
And, I was tired of people saying no. And I said, well, then I'm going to say yes. And starting this
Mm.
production company was me saying yes to myself, of making content and bringing on other people and saying yes to other people who were saying no to.
Yes, sometimes you have to do that. I have the same story, being in music, being raised up in music, and I was inspired to record. I decided to see what the industry was like, research the industry, but I said, hmm, what would it look like if I would do this on my own? So I started Crystal Records, and oh my goodness, I found myself in a wonderful adventure,
Ah,
recording, producing, doing things that I didn't even know was in me to do, being able to travel. I experienced something wonderful. Was I got the opportunity with one of my singles, My Secret Place, to perform with the European Metropolitan Orchestra in
what?
Europe. So
That's
I understand. And it's a wonderful feeling when you have something, your baby, and you are taking care of the baby that God gives you. Uh, Also, I was, able to, make my mark. At first in the industry, Shoshana, it was a little bit rough because, like you said, you're fighting to get in spots. You have to have knowledge and information how to, get on radio with your music or get that, market your music and things like that. So you're going against that big giant. But I
yes.
tell you what, radio wasn't hard to get. Marketing and stores wasn't. But then listen to this, Shoshana. One day, this thing called the internet came, and everything that seemed like was mainstream ended up in the same place that I did, which was an independent
Yep.
artist. And the opportunity to have airplay, radio, platforms to sell your music became
Ah,
international, just like anybody else.
yep.
It was it's a marvelous journey. And so, again, being independent and doing your own is definitely worthwhile when you stay consistent and you really have, what it takes. You have what it
Mhm.
takes to do it. So I really commend you on that.
Oh, thank
Let's talk about inspiring women, though. Let's talk about how, and we talked a little bit about it before, but what would you say to women that are going through some of the things that you experienced in the beginning, or going through not really knowing, where to turn, who to go, for real, true information or, direction? How would
Yeah.
you encourage them?
Well, to piggyback on what you were just saying about your career and about the internet, I mean, the the kids don't understand how lucky they have it. Like,
Yes.
we before we had the internet, before we had computers, I mean, I was born in '82, but still, like, we didn't have that access. It was just movies.
Yes.
There was no really independent films because
Yes.
the only platform was television. So and it was all the mainstream. So now we have I mean, you can start a podcast. I mean, I started one day I woke up and I said, "You know what? I got a lot to say. I got a lot to say, and I got
Yes.
a lot of friends who have a lot to say. Let me start a podcast." And I was able to start a podcast for free. And
Yes.
I mean, you can now with AI, especially, I mean, you can just type into AI and chat GBT or Claude, and you can just say, give me a rundown of all the steps I need to take to start a podcast. And
Yes.
they will give you that information. I mean, it's it's easy.
It's
It's
easy.
easy. Really, the independent world, you can instantly become a part of it. It really is that easy. The mainstream world is starting to dissolve, and we
Absolutely.
control as individuals. We are finding ways to express ourselves for free and getting the information out there. I mean, look at TikTok. See how that blew up. It blew up big.
Yes.
Kids are making money, thousands of dollars off of it, just speaking their mind or making funny videos or reaching people in some way. So my advice would be for women, like, you have access to that. And
Yes.
now with AI, I mean, that would be a positive way to use AI. I don't recommend using AI for writing scripts.
Yes.
I'm not
Absolutely.
okay with AI for your headshots, if they're not you. I don't like
Yes.
that. I don't like that. And as a producer, I will not cast anyone with an AI headshot. And I will not use, I can tell when something is a script written by AI.
Oh,
And I
wow.
so against that. I'm very, very against that. I'm old school with that stuff. But AI, it does have a place. It
Yes.
does. And I think that using those tools and everything, I mean, just get out there and shoot your phone, your phone. You want to be an action,
Absolutely.
get your boyfriend, get your brother, get your best friend and you and shoot in
Yes.
cinematic. You can shoot with cinematic with an iPhone and you can easily make a movie. I mean, they made professional movies with iPhones now.
Amazing. Amazing. Let's talk about parenting, career,
Oh,
mothers. Which one do you choose? Do you choose both? What? How
oh,
does it work for you?
that's a great question. I have a really great career coach. His name is Mark McPherson. He is based in Los Angeles. I've been working with him since 2021. And I've been working with him before I had a baby and really focusing on my career, my goals, what I want. He's just wonderful. And he has helped me discover that I wanted to be a mother and I wanted to implant that. And I have a great feeling that
Mhm.
this is going to be fine, that I'm going to be able to do both.
Absolutely.
And it's manageable. It really is. And he is so supportive of me. I had class yesterday actually, and I go into class and I talk about it. I say, this is what I want. I want to do this the rest of my life.
Yes.
I understand that I might not become a Julia Roberts or an Angelina Jolie. I understand that is, it's hard to get to that point. But I would love to be just working in the
Yes.
industry, getting paid and doing what I love for the rest of my life and being a part of the community and be able to also have a family,
Absolutely.
and whatnot. And so it's doing well. I have agents. I have some great agents.
Yes.
I'm with Sharon E. Morris, who's based out of both LA and Atlanta. And she also represents Travis Tritt, who's a country singer. I
Oh,
don't know if you
yes.
is. She's wonderful. And in New York, I'm working with Annie Hall, and so they're supportive too. They are all supportive of my son and my career, and I'm working with my coach to figure out what I can do to travel and act and produce and have my
Yes.
son. And I mean, to have someone who can help have you have a clear vision of that is very important.
I like
So,
that. Yes. Having a great support system because one day you may be, finding yourself in some great, great places that would cause your time to be, just you would have to take a lot of time to do what you do.
yeah.
An opportunity may come real good and real soon. And then, because the point that I wanted to make, Shoshana, was the fact that women, when they are moving like that, moving fast, getting in high places, they struggle with the fact that I have children. How, it's not that they don't have the support system, but they do have the guilt. Do you
Yeah.
find how would a woman kind of like get through that of feeling
Mm.
guilty when opportunity is so ferocious?
That's one of the things I brought up to my career coach was, feeling like, can I step away? So I have a couple options.
Yeah.
We have options. I can take him with me. I have family members who are retired. I have an aunt who's retired. I could always ask her. My mom's best friend is retired. I have an option to bring people with me.
Yes.
I have friends too who would make themselves available. I can also work with the production team, letting
Yes.
them know, sometimes I might need to step away, or maybe they'll supply a nanny for me.
Yes.
Another option is my son's father. We are actually getting married in 2 weeks.
Congratulations.
And he's moving down here to North Carolina, and his mother's coming, and so that's an option. His mom and him could watch the baby as well, and there's lots of options. Now, what do I want? I prefer to take him with me.
Yes. Yes.
I
Yes.
prefer to have him with me, and that would be up to production. But I don't think there would be guilt, because I have a purpose in this. Like I purposely am wanting this, and I am putting good energy into this
Yes.
and love into this. I don't have any negative feelings about it. And I wouldn't be leaving my son. I mean, he'd be with his father, and I would call him every night. Trust me. I would call him. I would FaceTime him every night.
I can
And
imagine your son growing up, being exposed to the great things that you're doing, and we talked a little bit about it, him actually, having those gifts, probably in him already that's going to come out as he's exposed. And as
yeah,
he gets opportunities, I can imagine he is going to be definitely well rounded, just watching his mom.
exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mhm.
Seeing me happy is more important than, I have to be able to put the mask on first before I give him the mask. Like I need
Yes.
to show him that I'm important, he's important, and self-worth and
Yes.
self-love is important too. I want him to know that. Like but he's important too. So there's
Absolutely.
going to be a balance.
Yes, absolutely. Who have you met? What big time, you know, who
Oh,
have you said, oh my God, I can't believe that I'm in the same room with and same space with this person, this actor,
yeah.
or this, or somebody that's, in the industry, even independently, that's big.
Yeah, I mean, I just recently did a really fun film. I I produced, so I invested a small amount. My friend Mike Cook, who's based out of Atlanta and New York, he is a writer director. I've worked with him in production. I've been his assistant on a lot of things. But he wrote and directed his first feature film, and it's called Forget Me Not. And it has a plethora of great actors in
Oh,
it.
wow.
Um, Gabanga Akinagbe, I don't know if you know who that is, but he was, oh my gosh, he was in so many films. I can't even think of him right now. Actually, my brain is like,
His name sounds very familiar.
Wire. He was on The Wire. He was one of the regulars on The Wire.
Yes.
He was on many other shows. I apologize if he's watching this, if I'm not labeling his thing correctly. But he was one of the lead actors in it, and he is wonderful. Oh my gosh, who else have I met? Oh my God, I've met a lot of people. That question is so I should have prepared.
Yes. But I can imagine there are so many that you've come across, and I know that was a great, great feeling.
I've met a lot of people in my bartending and modeling world too. I mean, Justin
Oh, yeah.
Timberlake, Jay-Z, Beyonce. I met Jay-Z's
Oh,
mom. I met Jay-Z's brother. I met oh my gosh, I've met so many people. I've also met music artists. I've been hired in the past by VH1. I worked on some concert stuff. Bonnie Raitt, The Doors, the newer
yes,
Doors.
yes,
Um, there's a lot of people. I mean, when you're in New York, honestly, you meet a lot of
yeah,
people. You
yeah,
really do. And over time, you just feel like they're just regular people.
yeah,
Uh, there's always a couple people who you're like, oh my God. And, I mean,
yes.
I'm, I don't know.
Well, you said you've seen them. They're
They're
around
all pretty
you.
regular people to me.
Yes, everybody's doing what they
Um,
do.
I've been on Law and Order.
Yes.
That was great. Law and Order was really cool. Yeah, I can't
There's a
think
lot
right
of
now.
great opportunity. Tell us about modeling because it seemed like that's a really um, great place and spot to land. But tell us about it, and if there are challenges for women still to this day in the modeling industry.
Oh yeah. I mean, that industry is always cutthroat, you know. Uh I would say the industry has grown since the 90s. I started in the 90s, the early 90s, early to mid 90s. And it was
Yes.
still, you know, thick skinny, which is why I fit in. I
Mhm.
don't anymore, but I did fit in back then. And now, you know, size wise, they a lot in New York, especially a lot of modeling that was opened up to bigger sizes, and different people, cultures, and everything.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
definitely grown, the modeling world, but the mainstream modeling world is still very, very thin, very white. And,
Yes.
you
Yes.
know, I mean, there's not much we can
It
do
is.
about it. That industry's run by men too, and
Whew.
there's not much we can do about it. I ended my modeling career, um, modeling for Victoria's Secret Pink when I was in my 40s, in my early 40s, which was so cool because my first daughter, if I ever had a daughter, I was going to name her Adriana after Adriana Lima, who's a Victoria's Secret model. And
Yes.
so I thought that was kind of cool that I ended my career on the note of Victoria's Secret. But
Amazing.
yeah, modeling was great. I learned how to be photographic,
Yes.
and um yeah, I had fun. It got my self-esteem higher, and it
Very
helped
good.
in acting. I think it helped me with you know, feeling comfortable in front of the camera.
Yes.
Definitely was a natural for film and television once I branched out into acting because of the modeling career.
Absolutely. Tell us what's in store for us. What do you have for us? What's coming up for Shoshana Withers? What are you working on? And then how do you see the future for you?
So what's coming up? I am in the works of possibly producing and doing some production stuff on another film in North Carolina, kind of a lifetime Hallmark film. So that's in the works, maybe around November-ish, December-ish. Uh, I I was cast in a film that's shooting in New York in the end of September, beginning of October. Can't talk about that yet. Um,
Okay.
and yeah, what else? Oh, and I am working on I wrote and am working on producing a period piece, a short film
Oh,
that
my
I
favorite.
wrote.
Yes.
It's an all women strong cast.
Oh, wow.
Main characters all women. So I'm working on that, and then I'm going to work on finding investors for that. And I'm going to work on having mainly women production. And yeah, and what's you know, what do I want? What's in store after that? I mean, I just want to get my son involved in this. I want to
Yes.
shoot him. I want him, you know, I want him talking. I want to get him expressing himself and seeing mom doing what she loves and making him a part of it. And starting my family,
Oh, wow.
moving
Yes.
and we're moving to the beach and starting my family, being married, being a wife,
Yes.
and
That
just so
sounds so exciting. I mean, you're getting married in what, a matter of weeks?
yes.
Yes. Beautiful. Well, you are on your way. I want to thank you so much for being on.
For
If
having
you want to shout out anybody that's really been there for you, take your time right now and shout out some of the
yeah.
folk that have really seen you through.
Oh yeah, definitely. Um, let's see. Uh, I would like to shout out Eddie LeBron, who was my main producer DP for all the films I shot in 2024 to 2026.
Yes.
Leticia Buchanan, who was my director on Betty, and she is a producer on several of my films, and she is an inspiring woman. Look out for her. She does a lot of horror. She's a writer. I want to thank them for supporting me when I was in New York. I really am grateful to them. And a lot of that I've accomplished and that's still going on is because of them. And also my coach and all my family and friends and my acting group, Studio 24/7, the actors all over the world. I mean, we have actors in Australia, in South America, in LA and New York and Florida. I'd like to thank all of them for their support and holding me accountable. And I'd like to thank me. Who said that?
Yes.
I like to thank me. There was somebody. No, but for keeping
Absolutely.
going, learning, and learning from my mistakes and not making them over and over again. And thank you to my son for being him and bringing me here, making me the woman that I'm going to become, the mother I'm going to become, and I'm excited for it. I'm excited.
I am so excited for you. I have 2 children. A
Oh.
dream. I mean, being a mother was a dream I had. I mean, as a little girl, I wanted to be a mother. I had to be a mother, and I am the mother of 2 fabulous children, a boy and a girl. And I'm telling you, it's the best, and the bestest.
Oh,
It is something that my most precious accomplishment. I'm loving it. I know you will love it. It is a beautiful journey to grow children up and see them flourish and fly. It is a beautiful thing. I just want to say thank you again for being on with me and your beautiful life's journey and inspiration. I look forward to seeing more things from you, Shoshana. I'm gonna watch, I want to watch and see how things just evolve for you. If you have any contact information or social media that you'd like our audience, our viewers and listeners to check out, give me that.
Oh, yes. Okay, so my TikTok is Shoshana NY. It's SHOSHANNANY. My Instagram is Shoshana_Withers. And my Facebook is just Shoshana Withers. So yeah, it's very easy to find me.
Absolutely. Thank you again. I want to applaud you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being on. And look forward to talking with you again. We'll connect and just keep doing what you're doing and take care of that fabulous baby and that beautiful family that you have. And we'll talk with you soon.
You got it. Thank you so much, Yolanda.
Thank you. Have a beautiful day.
You too.
Wow, you all, I tell you what, talking about inspiration and motivation, when you see, young women and, folk that just want to do it and do it right, it is definitely inspirational to me. I am so glad to be able to bring wonderful folk on to inspire you. This is what FYI is all about, for your information, and to motivate, inspire, and energize you to rise above mere survival and find success. And success is for everyone. It's not just for one or two. People are not chosen just, oh, they're better than the next. It's because we all have that thing within us. We all have gifts and talents. And it's up to us to get there. It's up to us to take those things in our journey and give them to others. God has given us gifts and talents for others, for you all. You all are doing so many things. We mentioned social media and the fact that, you can be as creative as you want to. You can become as rich as you want to, as famous as you want to, on a platform that is just there and available. And so those that, we inspire those that have that gift and talent to pull people in, to have that great conversation or show, what you can do, or the things that you can have, and showing us the life abundantly. This is what we want to show on FYI Morning Show Live. And I just want to thank again my very, very special guest, Miss Shoshana Withers, and she is on the move. Again, she's an actor, she's a writer, director, and she develops original film projects that focus on emotional storytelling, romance, family dynamics, and empowering women. And that's what we definitely want to do. We want to inspire everybody. But ladies, 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 you know we can do it. We have it in us to do great things. And not only that, being a mother, being mothers, and being able to bring forth children to be just as great or greater than us is a pleasure, and it's a great, great gift. Um, I got some upcoming shows for you all. I hope you enjoyed the show. I definitely enjoyed uh, talking with Shoshana Withers, and we look forward to having her on again. You know, if you all are interested, first of all, let me say this: if you all are interested in being a special guest on FYI Morning Show, you need to inbox me or you need to email me at FYI Radio Show Live at gmail.com. Let me know what you do. Let me know that, hey, you are as inspirational and motivational and as phenomenal as the next person. And we would love to have you on. Inbox me or make sure you email me at FYI Radio Show Live at gmail.com. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. So look, let's talk about a few upcoming shows. Look, we are almost in the middle of June, but we have some great folk that's going to be coming on. And I just want to share a few things before I go. We have another young lady that's going to be on with us on the 15th. I believe that's June the 15th. Stephanie Speller. She is the founder of 757 Planner Squad. It's a local planner meetup group, and the founder organizer of Co-Virginia Planner Conference. The 757 Planner Squad began as a private Facebook group in December 2021 and has since grown into an in-person community where members meet monthly for planner meetups, connection, creativity, and shared inspiration. So if you all are interested in hearing more about the 757 Planner Squad, make sure you join me on the 15th. And it may be something that you want to connect to. Hey, who doesn't want to make connection? Who doesn't want to, be able to inspire, one another and to just be able to learn more from each other? It sounds like a wonderful group. I'm definitely going to check it out myself. So don't forget that show coming up on June the 15th. Money and More is coming up. We're going to have a special guest on talking about that money, honey. And talking about, look, stewardship, talking about being able to manage our coins and make more. We're going to be talking about investments and things like that. Be sure to listen out for that show. I'm going to definitely put it on our social media platforms and inform you when we're going to have our Money and More segment. Fun Friday, of course, our women's segment is going to just always be with us. We're going to feature some wonderful women in business and in all kind of fields, entertainment as well. We'll also do Around the Town, and that's coming up on our Fun Friday this Friday, Around the Town. What's happening in your neck of the woods? You all need to communicate a little bit more with me and let me know what's happening in your town. Lady Swagger, how are you? I see you here. It's so many of you all. While I was interviewing Miss Withers, you all were just going to town up here. Shade Room, let's see. Mitchell, hello. Let's see. Geneva, Zoe, FART, I didn't want to say it, but that's what it is. K1, hello. Strong, what's going on? Nancy, hello. Mark Howard, how you doing? Thank you, Mark, for always showing up. God bless you. Let's see. Let's find out over here on Facebook. Let me see if my friend Sheila Robbins is up here. But before I do, let me say hello to Joel Roman, who's over here on Instagram, and Newark, Jersey 37, over here on Instagram, Facebook. It's so many on all those platforms. I can't see every platform, but I know you all are there. I know that Christian, how are you? It's so many of you all on, and I hope I, you know, uh, can get a chance to respond. If you all say something in the chat, if I can't say now your name or shout out right now, later on, if I see your name, I can respond with a heart or something. Uh, uh, just letting you know that I see you and I thank you for showing up. Uh, F. Leon, I mean 3. Thank you so much. Edna, what's going on? GM, let's see. Mark said GM, good morning. Let's see. Al, what's going on? Dell, hello. Alice, hi. TK, what up? Berg was our guest last week. Thank you so much, Berg, for coming on. Comedian, you all check him out, FERG, and just check him out on his page. He's on TikTok. He's everywhere, actually. But I always see him on TikTok. He has some great content. You all check out Ferg for me, okay? Let's see. Kanda, I think that's Ascenda. I think that's it. Reed, hello. Dell, hello. Whew, so many of you are on. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your support. Jay, I see you. Boss, I see you. So many on. I do know I'm able to see some of our Facebook friends. Where are you? Let's see who's up here on Facebook with me. In the meantime, as I look for the names of some of our viewers over there on Facebook, I want to also make sure you all join me in the upcoming sports talk. I have somebody I want to come on with me on Monday. Let's see if I can make it work. Sports talk Monday. Have you all been looking at the NBA Finals? I hope so, because that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about some of the games that have we've seen. The Spurs. I don't want to get into it too much because I'm going to reserve it for Monday Sports Talk. But the Spurs came through on the last game, baby. And a lot of things took place in that game. A lot of stuff going on all around us concerning the NBA Finals and that particular game, the Spurs against the Knicks. Join me on Monday for Monday Sports Talk to talk about it. Let's see. Also, let me see. Yeah, so we're still scheduling for July. In the meantime, in July, we do have Jason Baker, cryptocurrency. You all want to talk about dabbling in cryptocurrency, want a little bit more information. Jason does research about cryptocurrency and where it is. He has some great information for us coming up in July. Make sure you all tune in. I will definitely announce a cryptocurrency segment coming to FYI Morning Show real soon. In the meantime, look, again, make sure you check out our sponsors, www.beardgods.com, BEARDGODZ, and make sure you check out www.bulvickacademy.com, BULVIC academy.com. Our special guest, Ms. Withers, just mentioned about bullying. And when you go to bulvickacademy.com, that's what you're going to see. You're going to see information on bullying, how you can become reformed, some of the things that you can do to make your community safer. We talk about what is a bully with talking about bullying is right underneath your nose. That book, and also the Diary of a Former Bully. What makes a bully? What is a bystander? What is somebody that is a victim? All those things are there. Got a nice blog there. If you'd like to participate in the blog, make sure you go to the website. And there's a game called Bulvic that I created, Bulvic. Go there. It's a wonderful game for the family. It's not an easy game. It's not for the faint of heart. It's a game that you've got to play. The kids got to know how to read. They know how to fight monsters and emotions. They have to talk to students, teachers. They have to, find things in the garden and find things in the school and things like that. It's really a great, clever game. You can find it on Google Play, but you can also find it on iTunes. It's called Bulvic. And you can also find it on the website. It's Bulvic. So just go to www.bulvicacademy.com. You'll see everything that I spoke of. You'll see books in English and in Spanish. Also, there's a link for Audible for the books as well. So make sure you all check it out. So I think that's it. If you want to be a special guest, like I said, intern or sponsor, thank you for our interns that are working with us to bring great guests as well. Also, just contact me on any of these platforms, Yolanda Hinton's personal page or FYI Radio Show. All the pages there on Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn and on TikTok and everything. Or you can come over here to TikTok at Y Hinton and follow me, and I definitely will follow you back. It's Y Hinton, YHINTON. I tell you what, it's been lovely being here with you. Thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you for showing up on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays for FYI Morning Show Live. I am your host, Yolanda Hinton, and it's definitely good to be here. It's just marvelous to be here. So look, I'm going to see you all. Make sure you say something in the chat so I can respond to you all. And make sure you all have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. Bye now. Friday.
Where I am now, I'm in a special place, a tender warm embrace, where I am now. downtown.